welcome everybody. Today we are at GRS YZ West and the streetcars. And as always, I am joined here today with Vroom in the commentary booth.
How's it going?
And drivers are in here now getting some practice in before we start the competition. Vroom, how you feeling about today?
Feeling good. Round 3 of the street. This is really going to help whittle out where we stand points wise. A very good and interesting track, a little bit more I would say a little bit more easier than what we ran last week or last event, but
definitely easier than what we ran last event.
Yeah.
But still pretty technical, especially for streetcars. We're gonna go ahead and give you guys a run through of the map here while the drivers are practicing. So here's the start line. The lead lane is the right lane, and the lead car has to cut all the way across track. Not typical for a comp track, but that's how this one is laid out. Then a big flick to an outside zone. Take this outside line the best you can to these 4 posts over here, which is still considered a zone. Go nice and wide into this outer zone right here. Drivers are able to take the concrete through that section as long as they don't dip a tire off track. And then through a nose clip right here, around to a wall ride, long outside wall ride zone. They have to keep as much angle as they possibly can coming out of it to set themselves up for a big flick into this outside clip to inside clip to across the line, kind of a tight hairpin. Super technical or super fun track, kind of technical, not too technical. And then today we are giving a test run of our driver model to indicate the winner of each battle here today. And as you can see, one hand lifts up, one for each side, and that's how we're going to indicate the winner of today's battles. And then obviously OMT will be both hands in the air. But without further ado, we should be getting started here very soon, once all the drivers get into the server. And then Vroom is going to be doing all the commentating today in today's competition. So I'm just going to take a back seat here and just control the drone camera for everybody. Oh, it's not capturing anything. 1 second.
oh,
Oh, no, it is. It's just not showing on OBS. That's weird. All right, then.
all right. Huh.
It's just not showing up on OBS. That's really weird. I can see it on the live stream.
That's weird. Never heard of that. Well, it looks like we're going to get ready to get our first battle underway. All right.
All right, it seems our first battle is CR Johansen against Ben.
Yeah, Ben in that Ford Mustang there, looking to maybe get a 4th win here. He's on a 3-win streak so far, and really has a commanding lead in the point standings, a 44-point difference.
That's Bob.
Oh, Bob, my bad. That is entirely my fault. But they're off. Well, drivers initiate a little bit of a handbrake pull there from Johansen. We're getting right on the door as they come around outside zone 1. Beautifully executed on that inside clip as they come around the long wall here. Ben not too far off. Coming around to the final clip there and across the line.
Wow, great run.
Yeah. Really great proximity and really good line from Johansen. Can't ask anything more than that. All right, as they pull back up to the line, and ready to go for the second run here. Johansen getting a little bit of a head start there, but he falls back. Ben initiates Getting all the way out to those pillars there. Johansen closing up that proximity as they come around outside zone 1. Good transition there by both drivers coming around to that second outside zone. Johansen with a good lunge there, getting up that proximity as they come around to the final turn here. Ben getting a little bit of space behind him. A little tap there on the door. They come around clean.
All right, as both drivers line up the wrong way, but nonetheless, they still lined up. All right, we're gonna make a quick judging decision, and we'll be right back with you guys. All right, and there you have it. Ben is the winner of the first battle against CR Johansen. Ben will move on to the next round.
Yeah.
Up next, we're going to have Siwilek against... Oh, once the bracket refreshes, I will be able to tell you. Siwilek against Lockdown.
Siwilek in that Supra. Lockdown in that green S14. So we're going to get them lined up here. So get ready to send them off. Lockdown got his strobes on. All right, looks like we're going to have to give them a countdown.
Yeah, one of the drivers can't see the light. Oh, no.
Oh, no, never mind. There we go. Maybe just a test. But they are off. Siwilek, really good initiation, making it out to those pylons. Lockdown a little bit shallow on his chase, kind of trying to gain that proximity. Going around to that first inside clip. Siwilek a little bit on the brakes there. Lockdown really shallow, a little bit of tap there on his left. On his right front quarter panel. Going around to the final turn. Lockdown falling a little bit back, but Siwilek not too bad of a lead run.
It was a really good lead run from Siwilek. Unfortunate for Lockdown with his little correction in the wall ride section.
Yeah, really cut down a lot of his speed. But they are lined back up and they're off. Ready for the second run. And brake pull there from Lockdown, getting all the way out to those pylons, goes off the track. And that will call it there. Expect to see that from a few of the drivers today. A very deceiving first turn. Not as full throttle as people may believe, but still like coming across the line.
Yep, great run there from Siwalek, finishing out his run.
Yep.
All right, so just raise the hand.
All right, and there you have it. Win will go to Siwalek. Very unfortunate for lockdown.
Yeah.
All right, well, our next battle is going to be Mr. Viejo against Tip of the Queue.
All right.
We'll come to the line.
I expect to see a lot of these battles come down to how the chase is going to run. I would say it's a pretty, I won't say easy, but pretty simple track to get down in the lead. Just the chase, I think, is what's going to be a huge deciding factor today.
Yes, I agree with you fully. Oh, seems as though we're having some more light issues. Maybe it's just too bright outside or something.
Yeah. Mr. Viejo in that S15. Tip of the queue in the Corvette. Really far behind. He's going to need to close up that proximity, but Viejo getting all the way out to those pylons out there. Beautiful first outside zone. Tip of the queue still trying to get back that proximity, having to cut some angle. But he's making his way there. Almost straightens, may have. Mr. Viejo putting down a baller lead run coming around to the final turn. A little bit more of a diesel than we'd like to see, but gets tapped. And he's going to go around. That is going to be one to look at.
And I tell you, that was up until the point of contact, that was a great lead run on Mr. Viejo's end.
That is definitely the truth right there. As we line it back up, getting ready to go for this second run. Mr. Viejo not too far behind. Oh, tap there on Tip of the Queue's rear. Tip of the Queue almost looks like he's straightened up again. 2 tires off on that outside zone. Mr. Viejo cutting that inside clip in this chase. Tip of the Queue into the wall. That's going to kill both their runs. And oh man.
All right, all the drivers have to do now is just line up at the driver model to indicate the winner of this battle. Get the turn cam lined up with you guys here.
Gosh,
all
it
right,
lined up
and
perfect.
we will make a decision and be right back with you guys. All right, and we are going OMT for this last battle. Mr. Viejo against Tip of the Queue, due to the contact being made on initiation from Mr. Viejo. I am not quite sure what is going on right now. There we go. I said of course the menu was over my game.
Oh. Well, we are sending them back for their one more time battle. Once again, Tip of the Queue, huge angle, straightens up. That's going to kill his chase. Mr. Viejo continuing with what he does best. Throwing down a baller. Oh, he's into the wall! As I was saying that, I was giving him compliments.
Very unfortunate for Mr. Viejo.
Hate to see it. And he had everything going for him. Just a little too wide. Got into that outside wall. Man, oh man. Well, so we have Tip of the Queue line back up as well for his lead for this one more time battle. Really late initiation there from Tip of the Queue. Huge slowdown. Mr. Viejo's still with him though. Around that outside zone. Tip of the Queue falling out just a little bit early. Missing that outside zone. Going 2 tires off. Spinning around. Collecting Mr. Viejo. Man.
All right. Drivers lined back up on either side of the judge for us today, and we will be right back with a call. Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. Mr. Viejo took the last battle. Up next is going to be Miles Skids against Mikko, and I do believe that's going to be it for Group A, and then Group B will come in.
You would be correct.
Miles Skids will be leading first in the A80 Supra. Oh, camera freaking out here.
Mikko in that 8.6. A little light test there, making sure they can see it. And they are off. House goods. Flick initiation. Mikko right there on his door. Coming around to that first outside zone. Mikko falling a little bit behind Miles, clipping that pylon just a little bit. They're coming around to outside zone 2. Mikko sacrificing that zone, trying to get up closer to the proximity. Coming around the final turn. Mikko's right there as they come across the line.
Wow. That was an exciting run.
Oh, yes. That's what you love to see. As they are going to flip them around, get them lined back up, and send this one on the way. All right, the green light flashes and away they go. Initiates. Miles, little bit far back. Is going to need to close that up, but he's getting closer around that outside zone 1. Around that inside clip, back into that other wall ride. Miles closing up proximity, nearly mimicked him to perfection around that last turn. Right there on his door, giving him some taps.
Oh yeah, those are 2 really solid runs right there.
Oh man.
Oh,
1 second, we'll be right back with a vote. All right, and we are going OMT. Just even amount of greatness and mistakes on each side of the battlefield there for these drivers, and it's just one that was just too hard to call. You know, an exact winner.
But we line them back up for the one more time battle here. Skids initiates. Mikko not too far behind. Closing up that proximity around outside zone 1. Coming through the inside clip. Miles looking a little bit better around there than his previous. Mikko falling out of that outside zone. Once again, keeping proximity. Miles really wide out there, but manages to get that inside clip.
I'd say overall still pretty decent runs from both drivers.
Oh, yeah. All right. Hopefully we get to see a deciding factor here as they initiate. Miles not too far behind. Mikko nailing. Oh, dips a tire there. Possibly still kept it on the concrete as they come around outside zone 2. Miles sticking right there in that zone with him through there. Mikko going a little bit wide there, but Miles still with him. They come across the line.
Man, that was a great round.
That is what we love to see, baby.
All right. We will be right back with you guys with a decision. All right, there we have it. Miles took the last run. Now we're gonna have Group B come in. Group B is gonna have Docai Crew, Bartek, Free Trial, CR Accurate, well, Code Red Accurate, Hydra, and then Good Lad.
Bartek is the guy we want to look after.
So that is the next group to come in. Only 6 drivers in this group. We had only 30 drivers compete today, not 36 or 32. I'm sorry. But yeah, Bartek, he actually he had me pick his car for him again today. So I gave him one that I thought would be pretty decent for the track because it's a super flowy track, but I guess he doesn't like it. But he's going with the 400Z, so we'll see how he does today. I'm still expecting him to put down some pretty good lines out there. I think the 400Z is a good car for this track.
Yeah, haven't seen it yet, but granted, we've only seen one group. But it will be interesting. Definitely a driver to look out for. There's
a lot of good drivers in this next group we have coming in.
Oh yeah, Hydra, we haven't seen him in a long time, but it's good to see him.
Yep. And then we had 2 bye runs as well. We have Bread, who we'll see in the next round, and then Cinderella, who we'll also see in the next round.
Mm-hmm.
But so far today, the comp I would say is going pretty well.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
I'm enjoying it. It seems like it's rolling a little bit smooth. once we get fully used to the new way that it runs. But so far, I'm really liking the way that it's running. I hope the drivers are as well. You didn't hear me before the competition started today. Good luck to, well, the remaining drivers at least.
I love that my game crashes whenever it feels like.
Man, mine does that too every now and then. My Assetto Corsa.
Yeah.
It's kind of just does what it wants to.
Yeah. This tells me race canceled and I just have to deal with it.
Watch some of the practice runs here. Corvette go a little wide there on initiation. All right, as our judging model makes his way back over to his part of the track. Seems as though we're about to get the next battle underway. It will be Docai crew against Bartek for our very first run at an FC against a 400Z.
Ooh. Okay, back in business. Yeah. I was saying earlier, Bartek, our current points leader, up on by 44 points from second, which is held by a large pencil, and Rambo, both tied for second. Currently 3-time running comp winner, trying to make it 4 today as he comes up against Docai crew. Both drivers initiate. He's not too far off. Docai getting out to those pylons, filling out that outer zone well, dropping a tire out of it though. Bartek right there though, staying in that zone. Docai, oh, getting into the wall there. Getting a little too saucy, missing that outside zone too. Wow, way getting out there.
Huge contact.
Docai just had a huge slowdown there in that wall, maybe tapping that wall, but ended up collecting both of them. More collecting Bartek as he continued throughout his run, but as we wait for the second run to get underway, counting them down and sending them off. Bartek, good initiation, getting almost all a little bit shallow from those pylons, but overall getting out to the outside zone well, filling that zone completely. Looking great. Docai not too far off, really good proximity as they come around this outside wall. Bartek filling that perfectly, putting it right on that wall. Around to the final turn here. Docai not too far off on proximity, keeping it right there across the line.
Wow.
Man.
Exciting battle there.
That is what we like to see.
All right. Well, judges will be right back with an answer for us.
Yep.
All right, and there we have it. Bartek took the win that battle due to Docai obviously making contact with the wall. Up next, we're going to have free trial against Code Red Accurate. Well, Accurate from Team Code Red. As he's stuck in the fence there.
I don't know. I'd say he got out of there. Oh,
Oh, disconnect from the server.
um,
Maybe
all
he's
right.
having some steering issues or something.
Maybe.
Wheel issues. That is all that I can think of.
Oh, well, I'm on the same boat.
So maybe we'll have to go to Hydra and Good Lad before this battle here.
Possibly. We'll see what pans out here. Oh, no, there he is. He's back.
All right.
All right, now he's got that S14 moving.
Big shout out to GRS. Even though they don't currently run anymore, but they made all these fantastic tracks that we host a lot of our competitions at. So whoever you are out there that created GRS, big shout out to you, my man. Wish you still did it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Oh, Sarah accurate. Not taking off. Maybe he can't see the light.
Maybe. What? Let me get ready.
Oh,
there we go. Free trial in the Corvette. Accurate in that S14. A little bit of shallow there from free trial, barely making out to those pylons, basically missing it entirely. Free trial. A little bit awkward through the outside one, but keeps it going. Drop out a little bit of contact there. Somehow keeps it going though. As accurate straightens up. Another huge contact there. Oh man.
Wow.
That was certainly something.
It was entertaining.
As they pull back up to the line. They're off. Acker getting out to that outside zone, leaving those pylons undisturbed. But gets out to the outside zone relatively well, filling it perfectly. Going out to the wall right here. Really good there too. Free trial, keeping that proximity, shoving it up right onto that zone. Huge contact coming around the final turn. And man, okay.
Yeah, I would definitely have to say that was huge contact there on free trial's end.
Yep.
Here we are. Now we wait on a decision. All right, there you have it. CR took the win for that battle. He's going to move on to the next round. Up next, we have Hydra against Good Lad. Hydra will be leading first.
Hydra, a very talented driver we haven't seen in a while. Good Lad are sitting 9th in our points right now. Looking to maybe work his way back up. But we will see here as both drivers initiate. Good Lad a little bit late there, but Hydra filling out that zone pretty well. Didn't get out to the pylons necessarily, but Good Lad straightening up there. Hydra right on that wall. Hydra amazing around that last turn. Good Lad just trying to keep the pace. Giving him some good run flashes there. So they pull back up to the line for their second run. Good Lad's gonna need something big. Shallow on that initiation, getting out to those pylons. Over rotating, stays in it. Chokes up the chase heavy though. Somehow Hydra still stays in it. Good Lad, little bit of decel there. That's still going. That run just all over the place.
It really was. Gonna be a lot to pick apart from that one there.
Yeah. As they line up to the judges.
All right, well, we'll be right back with a call. All right, there you have it. Hydra is going to take that for the final battle of Group B. Now we are going to have Group C come in, which is going to consist of Denzy, Ayachi, Spaceman, Kobe, Demoda, Rambo, Taran, and Josh Oxley. And then Group D will be only 6 drivers, as well as Group B was. It'll be Mr. McSkittles, NBC Tomic, Murph Terps, Time Flies, Jack Slaps, and Randall.
Right.
So far, so good.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Yep, so far, pretty good battles. I was expecting to see a little bit more mistakes than we're seeing today, but overall, drivers are seeming to be able to compensate for their mistakes pretty well here too. So.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm most excited about this Demoda Rambo battle. I'm excited about all of them, but
that's gonna be a good battle. You already know it.
Oh yeah,
those are dudes, dude. That's one guy that's extremely hungry, Demoda, and Rambo, who is last year's champ. So
Demoda very hungry indeed, not being able to make it out of top 32 last 2 rounds. He's looking for some points.
And the thing is, it's nothing like, it's just him being slightly too aggressive. It's not him, being a bad driver or anything. He's putting down incredible leads, incredible chases. Just some parts he just gets a little bit too aggressive and ends up, taking himself out. But if he could learn to just be a little bit more patient in the chase position, he would definitely be seeing him, at least top 4, I think, every battle.
Oh yeah.
Or every comp.
And that's the thing, he's amazing in the pro cars. Like if you watch any like pro Spec comp, he's killing it. But even then he's just aggressive, and he brings it over to the street side, and a lot of these cars can't drive like that. And it's like you said before, he just takes himself out. He's an extremely talented driver. No reason should he be out of the conversation when talking about great drivers. It's just, he shoots himself in the foot. But today, he's going to need it more than ever. Especially against Rambo. Going to put him to his paces.
Well, we'll see what these drivers today bring to the table here at YZ West. This track is, you make one mistake and it'll completely throw your whole line off for the rest of the track. As crazy as that might sound for how flowy the track is, and not really being being kind of a longer track, you'd still be surprised.
Yep. We've seen it today even. One slip up in that, even just the initiation throws off your whole entire line.
Oh, it does. Initiation at this track is 100% key.
Yep. It's like you said, it's so flowy. It all depends on keeping your momentum through the track.
Yeah, this track has a rhythm, almost like a heartbeat, and you gotta follow. You gotta follow it, or else it'll throw you completely off.
100% correct.
All right. It looks as though our first battle is getting to the line. They're warming their tires up.
Yep. Got a battle of the vets here.
We do indeed.
Got Denzy in the black, 3FF in the white. As we get ready to start off Group C here. And they are off. Denzy, really good start. Pulling away early. 3FF losing a little bit of angle there, but he's trying to close up that proximity, cutting down that outside zone 1, coming around to the wall ride. Denzy backs that boy up. 3FF getting that proximity back as they come around to the final turn here. Last inside clip. Denzy a little bit far back, but overall comes across the line pretty clean.
Pretty solid lead run there from Denzy. 3FF could have had a little bit more proximity throughout the run, but overall they both made it to the line.
Yep.
All we're really looking for at the end of the day.
Yep. Seen a lot of contact so far. Trying to ease that down a little bit. And they are off. Denzy not too far behind. Giving 3FF some space to initiate, but he's right there. Coming around to outside zone 1. 3FF really shallow. Barely getting a tire in there. As they come around to the wall right here outside zone 2. 3FF dipping out shallow again. Denzy keeping that proximity well around the final turn. Taking out that pylon. But they come across clean. No tire marks on those cars.
All right, as they line up for a decision. All right, there it is. Denzy with the win for the last that last battle. My apologies. Up next, we're gonna have Spaceman against Kobe. Congratulations to Kobe Wells as well for just joining Escuco Jer family. Definitely a good group of guys to get in with. So huge props to him and congrats.
Oh. Congratulations to him for sure. As we have Space, long time no see from him, but he is back around. Gonna take some names in that FC. Kobe in that S15 as we line them up. Gonna get them ready to go. That FC almost sounding like a vacuum cleaner from far away. All right, and they are off. Initiating. Space a little bit shallow, but Kobe getting out to those pylons the way we like to see. Good proximity around outside zone 1. Inside clip perfect by both drivers. Almost a little bit of a straight in there from Kobe. A little wall tap in space, but keeps it going. Coming around to the final turn. Space a little bit farther out from that inside clip as we'd rather like to see, but a little contact across the line. Pretty sure that was unintentional, but
Nah, Kobe was like, I'm gonna get his tires dirty.
he's sick of the RGB color changing wheels on that FC.
That's what it is.
he's just jealous. Everyone's jealous of the FC.
He is hypnotized.
As we line them back up, get them flip-flopped around. He initiates all the way out to those pylons. We love to see that. Filling up that outside zone perfectly. Space not too far behind, keeping really good proximity, mimicking him almost to perfection. Around to the wall ride. Space a little bit shallow, but keeping that proximity. As they come around the final turn here. Kobe perfect around that final turn as they're across the line.
What a great run from both those drivers.
Amazing.
All right, well, we shall return with the vote. All right. Well, Space took it. It seems as though the drivers are confused or something. They're just sitting there. But Spaceman took it. Up next is going to be Demoda against Rambo. Drivers not returning back to the pits.
They're just enthralled by the arm movement. That's what's going on. All right, we have Rambo up to the line, waiting on Demoda. Come around. And that S15. Battle of the S chassis here. As they are up to the line, getting ready to go.
Got Demoda in the lead against Rambo.
Rambo on that green S14. Getting chase. Waiting for the lights to go out. The lights turn green.
There is a delay.
All right. I'm just waiting for space to leave the server. And they are off. Demoda initiates. Rambo not too far behind. Demoda getting out to those pylons. A little bit shallow. But filling out that outside zone really well. Rambo right there on his door, though, not giving up any space. Demoda right on that wall. Oh, a little too much angle. Tipping out early, but Rambo still right there on his door. Coming across the line, little love tap there.
Very
What
good
a
runs from
run.
both drivers. Demoda a little overzealous there on the wall ride, getting as much, maximizing that angle.
Yep.
Still very solid lead run.
Oh, very. We'll have to see if that comes back to bite them, as they are.
Oh,
Well, gotta run that baby back.
got a restart on our hands.
Yeah. Noticing a little bit further back, waiting for that green light to flash. A little bit of a run up there, and they are off through the cones. Rambo, really good initiation, getting onto those pylons. The Demoda right there on the chase, right there knocking on his door. Coming around the wall right here. We're gonna see how this pans out. Demoda, a little tap there, puts Rambo in the wall.
Seems as though Rambo might have done the same thing Demoda did on his lead run.
Maybe.
It seems as though Rambo slowed a good bit too in that wall ride.
I'll have to look back at that.
Have to watch the replay to see exactly what it was that had happened.
Yeah.
So we wait on a vote. We'll be right back with you guys.
Get it, you know?
All right. Well, that was a hard call to make, but we ended up choosing OMT. We ended up giving drivers shared faults for the contact on the second run. And then everything else was kind of just like a give and take for the first run.
Yeah.
And the second one leading up to the contact as well, but
yeah. Just hoping they can clean it up, you know, get a solid run going from both drivers.
Yeah, no contact from either driver, and just want to see them put down a smooth run.
Yeah. Two really great drivers. No, we got it. They got it in them.
Oh, we're just waiting on the light.
Yep. Just waiting to send them green. We'll get this one more time battle underway.
All right. Not quite sure what the holdup is here.
Certainly.
I think I might know what it's about. One of the drivers might be speaking their mind.
Yep. But we got him going. Just one more time battle underway. Demoda tapping the wall on initiation. Sending him off track. Hate to see it. Rambo gotta finish out his chase here. Or I guess run at this point. Rambo will be given a chance to reset. Demoda flying off the track. So they both got fresh tires. Not ideal. But we have them lined up for the second run here. All Rambo needs to do is just drive. And certainly have a happy ending. As they are off, ready to go. A little bit of contact there from Demoda. Coming around a little out wide, but getting it right back on his door through that outside zone. Coming around to the wall right here. Demoda keeping really good proximity. Rambo just doing what he needs to do. Demoda hoping to fill some mistake as they come around the final turn. And that will be it.
All right, drivers are getting lined up, and we will be back with a vote. All right, and there you have it for that battle. Rambo ended up taking the victory over Demoda. Now we have Taran against Josh Oxley.
Josh in that R34 turn. The S14. Let's get ready to send them on their way and close out Group C. A little light test there, making sure both drivers can see it, and they are off. A little bit of a slow initiation there from Taran, but gets it going. Josh trying to close up the proximity, drops a tire. And that outside zone 1. Coming around to the wall right here. Taran throwing it right on the wall. Little love tap there on the rear. It keeps it going. Josh, pretty good proximity, mimicking the angle around that last turn there. Cross the line. Not bad runs by either driver. Josh, I feel like, is the only driver who actually uses the R34 anymore.
I feel like that is an accurate statement.
Yeah. Well, major props to him. Keeping with it. Being our lone boy out there. Josh initiates. Taran right there, getting out to those pylons. We love to see that. Filling out outside zone well a little bit. But shallowing up that angle there from Taran, trying to keep with that proximity. Coming around to the outside wall here. Taran shallow. Josh not all the way out to that wall, but filling that zone like he should. Little tap there from Taran as they come across the line side by side.
What a great second run.
Yes, sir. As we will go this decision.
All right. We will be right back with a vote. All right. Josh took the last battle over Taran. Now we're going to move on to Group D, which is going to be Mr. McSkittles, NBC Tomic, Murph Terps, Time Flies, Jack Slaps, and Randall. They will be the last group to come in for round 1. And then we'll move on to top 16 from there.
Alrighty.
Hopefully around top 16 we can get things sped up a little bit here. They kind of started to get a little bit harder to judge. Probably not going to be any easier to judge in round 2, but hey, I have my hopes high, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Right. Wonder what all the drivers are picking. Tomic in the S14. Jack Slaps in the C5. Randall, I know, is in the Supra.
Yes, sir.
I think Murph Terps is going to be in either the C5 or the GT86. Ty's going to be in the Mustang.
100%.
Murph Terps in the GT86. That only leaves Mr. McSkittles. Which one is
Randall
he?
in the Supra. Randall, another driver, hoping to get some points on the board. Sitting second after having to miss the second round. I forget where we held that. Oh, the second round.
Second round was at Englishtown.
Englishtown, you are correct. And after having to miss that round, he still sits in second, tied with Rambo at 50 points each. Hopefully looking to cut down the lead that Bartek has.
I don't know, Bartek was looking pretty good today, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
Maybe that 400Z was the right car choice for him.
Yeah, the only driver to choose it. Obviously not by choice, but so confident in himself, he's willing to outreach.
All right, looks like we got our first battle at the line. Mr. McSkittles in the 180 against Atomic in the S14.
Oh, getting a little light test going there.
Loving that new kit on the S14. It looks so good.
Yes, sir. And they are off. Oh, what happened there? Atomic just going straight into the barrier. Maybe a wheel issue. We will see. Having to leave the server. Skittles finishing out his run. Still a relatively new driver to the drifting scene, but we're happy to have him here.
I wonder what happened to Atomic on the last run.
Yeah. I think he just went straight.
Usually doesn't happen to him. Yeah, he just went straight into the pits.
Yeah. That is interesting. He had to disconnect, some assuming a wheel issue. He's driving fine earlier.
I'm thinking either Assetto Corsa decided it wanted to disconnect or something, but usually that doesn't happen to him. So, you know,
yeah.
Hopefully everything is all right. I know that he also, him and I were speaking, he just had a tornado go through his town here recently, a couple weeks ago. So, maybe they're still having some issues with that. Hopefully not anymore, but could be a factor.
All right, so sorry to interrupt, but it looks like Atomic, my computer might have crashed. He just disconnected completely. Like the moment he hit the wall, disconnected from Discord. So we're gonna give him to the end of the next two run, like
Yeah.
drive. If he doesn't come back, then the win goes automatically to this gentleman. But if he comes back, then we'll get a better answer, or we can run the second half of it.
All right, man. Sounds good. I'll check my messages and see if maybe he sent me one. But yeah, go ahead and send the next group or the next battle, and we'll get that figured out when the time.
Okay.
Well, that's unfortunate. Hate to see that.
Okay. He did send me a message, but it was earlier today, so not quite sure what happened. But hey, maybe he'll join back in with us.
Yeah.
Seems as though he's having some computer issues. So it appears to be, at least. So next we got Murph Terps against Time Flies. Oh,
Yeah, time.
Listen here,
guy.
guy.
Oh my god. Time in that white Mustang. Oh, white. Murph Terps in the 8.6. It was either that or the Corvette for him. He chose the 8.6.
Definitely have to fix the LODs on the interior of the Mustang. Not quite sure what happened to it between the last update to now, but
they are on their way. Time not too far off on proximity, mimicking angle pretty well. Murph filling that zone really well. Coming across that inside clip. Out to the wall here. Murph a little bit shallow, but Time sticking with him. Coming around to the final turn. Time still right there with him.
Wow, what a great
across
run.
The line.
What a great run. That's what we want to see right there.
Absolutely. Yes, more. Some more of that, please. As they line back up, getting ready to get the second run underway. As we near the end of the first round, they are off. Green light flashing. Time initiates right on that wall, all the way out to the pylons. Tips a tire in the dirt, though, as they continue to truck along. Coming around to that outside wall. Time right there, but Murph throwing it right on his door. As they come around to the final turn here. Oh, huge top there, sends him off. Oh my, hate to see it.
Very unfortunate contact there at the end.
They oversend
All right.
our staff member over there. Swear to God, Time, if you hit me.
All right. Time flies. Took the last battle there against Murph Terps. Murph just being a little bit too aggressive in the chase, making contact with Ty right before the finish line. Go to that last inner clip. So Ty will take it.
Right. As we have possibly our last battle, if we can't get Tomic back around, but we have Jack Slaps from Team Concept in that Corvette, and Randall in the Supra. Like we were saying before, Randall desperately going to need these points if he wants to stay in that first place battle. And they are off. Both drivers initiate. Jack getting out to those pylons. Randall closing up that proximity. A little bit of a tire drop there, though. Coming around to the wall ride. Jack throwing it right onto that wall. Randall not too far behind, keeping good proximity, matching that angle. Coming around to the final turn. Falls back a little bit, but coming across the line. Not too bad. Both drivers pull back up to the line, getting ready to go for the second run here. And they are off. Randall getting up to a really big start there. But Jack closing it up. Coming around to that first outside zone. Practically right there on his door, trying to close it up with just a little bit more. Perfect inside clip coming around to that wall ride. Randall right on the wall. Jack goes into it. Randall keeping that angle, continuing his run. Coming around to the final turn. Door by door. Across the line.
That wall run was baller.
That was, man, oh man. Ooh.
All right, well, we'll be right back with a decision for you guys.
Alright, so you're gonna send it to commercial?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, guys. That is going to do it for the top 32. We'll be right back to go to round 2, the top 16. Tomic never made his way back onto the server, or I don't think even on his PC. So he must be having some computer issues. But either way, that is going to conclude the top, or round 1. You know what's supposed to be top 32. But anyway, we're going to go to quick commercial break, and then we'll be right back to send it off to round 2 for you guys. welcome back to the competition today. We are getting ready to start top 16. All the drivers are in here currently, and we are about to get them started.
Yep, we have Ben versus Cinderella up first. Cinderella being that buy run. One of two buy runs from last round. Looking to make a point.
We got Ben here as well. Ben in the Mustang. He was definitely holding it down in King of the Hill the other day. He was throwing down some actually really solid lines. So definitely look forward to seeing him later in the competition. Wonder what Bartek is doing.
Probably just a little confused. As we have them lined up here, Battle of the American Muscle. Got Ben in the Mustang, Cinderella in the Corvette. Code red.
Oh no, the drone cam froze. Oh, there we go. It's unfrozen.
All right, and off they go. Getting into the wall there on initiation, straightening up, missing that outside zone, goes off track. Ben holding it down. Going around that outside zone. Playing to say a little tap there. Manages to save it. That'll be important as he comes across the line. Not sure if Cinderella went back to pits. If he did, we will allow Ben to get a fresh set of tires. But I don't think that was the case. As we are lined back up, ready to go for this second run here. You have got to be joking.
Well, I'll do the commentating this time. I think Verm's PC just crashed.
Yep.
Again. All right, here we go. Ben initiates with a really solid lead line here. Coming through this second outside zone, filling it out perfectly. Cinderella not allowing him to transition soon enough. Ben hitting that bump outside on his car, and Cinderella just pushing him wide right into the wall and sending Ben right across the bump to the other side of the track. And Cinderella trying to make his way to the line here. And our Vroom, our other commentator who is running the judging model here, has Assetto has crashed, so he will be lined up here again shortly, but we're gonna go ahead and give a vote anyway. And we will be right back with you guys. All right, Ben took the last one. Sorry, we were also having some issues trying to get the driver model loaded back in again. For some reason, it didn't want to load back in. But Ben took the last run over Cinderella. We're going to get the next battle underway, which will be Silhouette against Mr. Viejo. Silhouette will lead first. Silhouette in the Supra. Mr. Viejo in the S14, or S15, I'm sorry. Right. Wait for the light to go green. And they are off. Silhouette in the lead, Mr. Viejo in the chase. Silhouette using all of the lane to initiate. Nice, big, and wide. Lots of angle, just like we want to see. Lots of speed. Silhouette with a really, really ideal line through the first two zones. But Mr. Viejo following right close by him. Not too far back at all. Kind of keeping a safe chase. But Silhouette putting down an incredible lead run here. Wow, pretty much ideal lead and chase there. Mr. Viejo could have been slightly closer throughout some of it, but overall, I mean, that's pretty much exactly what we want to see. All right, and here we go. They are flipped around. Viejo in the chase, or in the lead this time. Silhouette in the chase. Viejo initiates. Silhouette right on him, getting closer as they continue through this entry of the track here into the second zone. Silhouette give him a little bit of a bump, let him know that he's there. Silhouette keep him very close proximity, even through the little Manji section. Mr. Viejo with great throttle control through that wall right there, but Silhouette staying right by him. Kind of like Mr. Viejo did with him. Silhouette a little bit low on angle coming through there, but still a phenomenal chase run. Wow, great runs from these two drivers. Incredible. All right, we will be right back with a decision. Hopefully right back. All right, and there you have it. Very hard call to make, but it ended up going to Solex's way. See, with runs like that, we had to pick apart their only mistakes or couple mistakes that they made, which I guess is kind of easier to judge, but at the same time, it just takes it, I feel like, just as long to judge. Both runs were absolutely stellar from both drivers.
Oh, that's perfect. Pretty much as perfect as it gets.
Yes, it really does. They were phenomenal.
Like you were saying, like we had to nitpick at it.
Yeah, we did. And now we got Miles Skids against Bartek.
Yep. As they both get across the line, Miles Skids a little bit shallow through that initiation there, but getting out to that outside zone, almost dropping a tire, but staying on track. Bartek not too far behind, trying to close up that proximity. Miles gets into the wall, off the track, rotates almost all the way around. And that is going to be all she wrote there.
Man, sorry for that, chat. The end of the run, drone cam just spazzed out a little bit.
Oh man, Miles is going to need something big in this second run. And they are off. Bartek through the gates. Initiates into that zone. Almost getting all the way out to those pylons. Filling that zone beautifully. A little bit of a tap there from Miles. Goes around. Bartek right on the wall. Around to the final turn. Perfect as you can be. Man, oh man.
All right, as they line up at the judging model. All right, and there you are. Bartek takes the win for the last battle against Miles Skids. Up next, we have Code Red Accurate against Hydra. Oh, and Accurate disconnected from the server. Hydra making his way to the line in the S14.
Sir. We wait for Accurate's return. And this will be the end of Group A. After this one, and we'll bring in the guys from Group B and finish out the Sweet 16.
Indeed, it will. Actually, kind of happy that Accurate has to rejoin the server. I need to get my phone charger.
All right. Better make it snap because come back.
All right. I'm back.
Right back in the nick of time as both drivers pull up to the line, both in that S14. Accurate giving, gonna be leading. Hydra giving chase. And they are off. Perfect initiation from Accurate. Hydra just a little bit shallow. Huge tap there going into the wall. The outside zone, sorry. And they're gonna shut it down there. Hydra just coming in with a whole lot of speed. Couldn't scrub it off fast enough. And getting into contact with Accurate. Hydra, the black and yellow car. Accurate, the yellow and black car. So we flip them around. Hydra leading. Accurate gonna be giving, be in the chase position there. And they are off for the second battle, for the second run of this battle. Both drivers initiate. Hydra all the way out to those pylons. Love to see it. Filling out that zone perfectly. Accurate trying to get back that proximity, but he's right there with them. Oh, huge tap there. puts Hydra into the wall. As they're gonna keep going. Hanging around that final turn, making this job just so much harder now. As they pull up to the little guy there.
All right, well, we will be right back with a decision. All right, there you have it. Hydra took the win last battle over CR or Code Red Accurate. We're gonna have our next battle come to the line. Actually, no, I'm sorry. We're gonna have Group B come in for round 2. The final 8 drivers will now come into the server. We're gonna have Bread against Denzy in the first battle, Spaceman against Rambo in the second, Josh Oxley against Mr. McSkittles in the third, and then Time Flies against Randall in the fourth battle.
Ooh. I'm interested in that Randall Time battle. Both drivers really high up in the standings right now. Both need it more than ever. Time just 4 points behind Pencil, so that will be huge if either one of them can get that win.
All right. Drivers are going to get the few laps of practice that they can in while they wait for everybody to join in. Once everybody gets into the server, that is when practice is done.
Yep, Time once again threatening that the 4, as he does. Coming out of the pits is a scary place. I'll give that track that. And you're coming straight to oncoming traffic. Almost watched a head-on collision between, I believe it was Rambo and Denzy.
Oh,
Time.
there he goes.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I was following him, because I knew he was going to do something funny.
We got a little jokester. A little funny guy.
Right, I should be just about finishing up their practice now.
All right. Looks like we're just missing one. There he is. As we're gonna get this first battle ready to go. Everyone resetting back to pits.
All right, first battle is making their way. Got Bread against Denzy.
Bread, our second first round bye driver. Bread in that S15. Denzy warming up his tires in that Vet. And they are lined up, getting ready to go. Denzy, you're leaving the light a little bit early. Allowed to do that as Bread comes, initiates. Getting all the way out to those pylons. Love that. Filling out that zone really well. Denzy a little bit shallow there. Coming around to the second outside zone. Bread throwing it all the way in there. Denzy still really shallow. They're coming around to the final turn. Across the line. All right, and they both come back up to the line. Bread's in a little bit further back. But get that run up as they are off. Denzy, good initiation, getting out to those pylons as well. But, oh, almost going off track there, but keeps it in. Really good inside clip, gets into the wall. You could see that coming from a mile away.
Oh man, you know that is frustrating right there, putting down a lead like that to end up into the wall.
Oh man, hate to see it.
You really do. That was a really good lead up until making contact there.
Yeah.
All right, I don't think the drivers are going to be lining back up. I think we're going to pretty much know who the winner was. All right, yep, Bread took that last battle. Denzy just going into the wall, as you all seen. Now we got Spaceman against Rambo.
And they're already up to the line. Beautiful, moving this baby along. So we wait for Denzy to doing whatever he's doing. All right, and we are ready to get this baby going. Space in that black FC. Rambo in the green S14. And the light turns green as they are off. A little bit of a shallow initiation from Space, but gets out to those pillars, drops a tire. Not filling out that outside zone, having to get a little bit of a decel there. Just to fill that zone. Space heavy on the brakes through that zone. Wall ride, say. But Rambo right there on through everything. Right there on his door, across the line. Really good proximity, really good chase. As they will pull back up to the line. And the second run here. Ready to go. Light turns green. Off they go. Rambo, really good initiation all the way out to those pylons. Filling that zone really well. Space, proximity, really good chase so far. Right there on his door. Coming through the wall ride. Rambo a little bit shallow, but still filling that zone like he should. coming around to the final turn. Space right there on his door. Knocking across the line.
Space second up close to him across the line. All right, we will be right back with a vote. All right, votes are in, and it goes to Rambo. Up next, we're gonna have Josh Oxley against Mr. McSkittles. Mr. McSkittles, I believe, in the 180. Josh Oxley in the R34. Yes, that would be correct.
You would be absolutely correct.
Josh Oxley already at the line, waiting for Mr. McSkittles.
As he's pulling out of the pits right now. Josh still that lone driver in the R34, but you love to see it.
Yeah.
You see that?
I think it's a good car. You guys think so as well?
Some people just love those big body cars.
Mm-hmm.
But if you see that white and pink R34, you already know who it is. It's that boy, Josh Oxley. As they are both up to the line, waiting for that light to go. Green, and off they go. Really good initiation from Josh getting out to those pylons. Love to see it. Skittles cutting down an angle. But Josh doing what he can, doing what he needs to in that lead. McSkittles really shallow straightens up. That's going to kill his chase. As Josh coming around, final turn across the line. Perfect lead run.
Yeah, that was a pretty ideal lead run there by Josh.
Oh yeah. All right, flip them around. Got them back to the line, just waiting to go. And they are off for the second run of this battle. Good initiation, really shallow though. A lot of speed picking up, a lot of angle. Not making it into that outside zone. Josh staying back a little bit. Skittles into the wall. Still going, Josh continuing his chase run. Skittles going off track. Hate to see it. But that will conclude it there. I'd love to see Mr. McSkittles here. Really.
All right. Drivers are lined up, and we will return with a vote. All right, up next we are going to have Time Flies against Randall.
I hate to see it.
Time Flies in the Mustang, Randall in the Supra.
Yes, sir. Excited to see Mr. McSkittles grow, though. So, I said earlier, still a really new guy to drifting. Glad he's chosen ADL as his growing spot. Excited to see what he can do later on.
I agree with you. Always love having new drivers here come to ADL and watch them learn and grow over time. Always a very good sight.
Oh, yeah. Love seeing it. As we got both drivers up to the line. Ty in the lead. Very important battle for both drivers. Expect them to see them go all out here. Both drivers initiate. Time getting out to those pylons. Randall, huge angle, trying not to make contact, but a little bit shallow through there. Still not too far behind. Gonna have to close up some of that proximity as time. Right on the wall, baby! Coming around to that final turn. Randall right there, giving a little tap there on the door. As they come across the line. Man, oh man.
What a run.
Some more of that, please. We line them back up. Getting ready to go for the second run here. Time a little bit further behind. Gonna close up that proximity though really quick there. Huge speed through initiation. Randall filling that zone really well, but time's right there with him. Coming around to this wall right here. What can he do? A little tap there on the wall, Randall. But right there, baby, time right on his door through the final turn. Give him a little tap there. Across the line, baby. Yes.
Man, what a show these two drivers just put on.
And what did I say, baby? Yes.
All right. Well, drivers are lined up, and we will return with a vote for everybody. All right, and there you have it. Time Flies is going to move on in that Mustang to round 3 over Randall. Got some good battles coming here in the top 8. We got Ben against Silek for the first battle, 2 really good drivers. We got Bartek against Hydra for the second battle, 2 really good drivers. Red against Rambo, 2 really good drivers. And we got Josh Oxley against Time Flies, which is also 2 really good drivers. So hope I don't jinx any of them, but hey, the top 8 is definitely stacked full of great drivers, and honestly, anybody could take it at this point.
Oh, yeah. As I tried to exit out so I can save that replay, it's not going to allow me to. That's perfect. Love that.
I think when you're in the server, you can press like Control S and it'll save like the last some odd minutes of your run or something like that.
Okay.
So,
well, that's good to know.
yeah. But we are going to get the top 8 in the server now. They should all be starting to join. Yeah, here they are. They're going to get, you know, a handful of minutes to practice with each other, and then we're going to send them off to the end of the competition all the way to the finals.
Yes, sir. Let me just say, Lemonhead's underrated candy.
Lemonheads?
Bro, I feel like they're slept on.
Lemonheads are pretty good, if you like lemon.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like a little tingle.
All right, we'll get some of these practice runs in for you guys.
Alright, so some of the guys are having issues losing force feedback, so some of them are joining, resetting the stuff. Josh, you're here?
I think you're in the wrong chat.
Oh shit, wrong.
Some of these drivers really got this track down pat. Well, I think the top 8 mainly. You know, they really have this track down pat.
Oh yeah. Like I said earlier, it's probably just going to come down to chase. You know, a lot of these guys are very talented.
Yeah, it's gonna
pretty much got it down.
Gonna be a bunch of little nitpicking from here to the end of the comp. Sure.
I hate that.
All right, looks like our first battle is at the line.
All right.
The Great 8.
Woo!
We got Ben against Siwilek. Ben in the Mustang, Siwilek in the A80 Supra. Waiting for the light to go green. You start top 8.
All right. And the light turns green as they are off. Both drivers initiate. Ben really good. Getting out to those pylons perfectly. Siwilek right on his door. Through the outside zone. Falling back a little bit. Giving him space to transition. Ben
Oh, man.
Oh, my.
Wow, that was a killer lead run he was putting down. Man.
Like we said before and we'll say again, hate to see that.
Very unfortunate for Ben.
I know. Ben got some fresh tires. Gonna allow Siwilek to do the same. So we pull them back up. As Ben is going to have to do his best to see if he can't force a mistake out of Siwilek in this chase. Siwilek initiates, getting out to those pylons. Beautiful first outside zone, but Ben right there on his door. Around the inside clip, both drivers hit it very well. Siwilek heavy on the brakes. Ben right there though. Not giving him any space to breathe. Super shallow, cutting everything there on that final turn. As Siwilek comes across the line, Ben they're getting out before him. An amazing run there. Love to see it.
All right, both back tires still spinning on the cars. That's how fast they were just going. We'll be right back with a bit. All right, and Siwilek takes the win out of the last battle due to some very misfortunate circumstances, but you know, that's what happens. Get a little bit confident, and you know, anything can happen.
Yep. But both drivers for the next battle, Hydra in the S14, Bartek in that 400Z. You ready for the next battle here? Bartek getting out to those pylons, filling out that zone perfectly. Hydra right there on his door. Right, bumper to bumper on transition. Hydra right there. And on the wall ride. Hydra not giving him any room to breathe. Bartek, beautiful line, beautiful lead as they come across the line.
Wow, Hydra knew exactly who he was up against and knew that he was gonna have to put on the best chase that he could possibly do, and couldn't have gotten much better than that. I mean, that was an incredible chase from Hydra. Great lead from Bob though, or Bartek as well.
Very. As they are off for the second run here, what can Bartek do? Right there on his door, giving him some love taps. Hydra a little swifty with his angle, but coming out to that outside wall. Bartek right there. Hydra not as deep in that zone as he could be, but Bartek right in that pocket. Coming out to the final turn, door by door. across the line.
Wow. What a run. Battle.
This is
just great battle from these two.
this is where I would say I hate to be a judge, but unfortunately I have to be one of those.
Yeah, today we are those. So we'll be right back with a vote for you guys. Oh, right. As close as that battle was, it had to go to Bartek. You know, Hydra just having a little bit of a stumble after initiation from 1 to 2, and then the wall ride. Just Bartek was just a little bit better than he was in those sections, and it's all it came down to.
Yep. As we have our next battle already up to the line, Brett in that S15 in the lead, Rambo in that S14, giving chase. Both drivers initiate, getting out to those pylons. A big tap there from Rambo, sending Brett almost off track, but he saves it. Rambo right there with him, transitioning bumper to bumper as they come into the outside wall here. Rambo right there, Brett not as deep into that zone as he could be, coming around to the final turn here. Brett right on his door, riding him as they come across the line. Man, can you ask anything more of these battles?
That was a pretty good run.
Or you said they would deliver. You said they would deliver, and they certainly have so far. As they get ready for their second run, Rambo. Perfect initiation, Brett right there. But it's gonna have to close up that proximity if he wants to get something out of this. Good angle from Rambo coming into the wall here. Right on the wall, baby! Yes, sir! Coming around to the final turn here. Brett trying to close up that proximity, get right on his door, cutting that inside clip, but they're side by side coming across the line.
All right, drivers are going to get lined up, and we will return with a vote. All right, vote went to Bread. We gave fault to Rambo for the contact on his chase run. Compared their speeds and everything, and you know, it was just Rambo just being a little bit too aggressive and making contact, and that's all it really was. Other than that, both runs were pretty much identical.
Yeah. As we have the final battle of the Great 8 up to the line here, Josh in the lead in that R34, and time in the Mustang. Getting ready for the light to go green. Josh giving a little tap of the horn there. Getting ready to send this battle off. This battle important to both drivers. Josh looking to get into that top 16. Time looking to get closer to the first place battle. The battle for first place.
All right, don't know if we're having a light issue. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. All right, both drivers are off. Drivers initiate. Time really shallow on that angle, but staying right with him. Coming through the inside clip here. Both drivers hitting it really well, coming through the wall. Josh almost looked like he was going to make contact with the wall, but a little bit of a lag spike there from Time, dropping him back. But coming around the last turn here, side by side across the line.
Well, lag spike made it interesting, but
yeah,
good runs.
Yeah. So you're lined back up. And they are off. Both drivers initiate. Josh, huge angle. And missing out on those pylons there. The Time filling that zone really well. Josh, good proximity. Not quite on his door, but sitting right there. Come through the wall. Time right on the wall, baby. Yes. Coming around to the final turn here. Josh, not too far away, but Time hitting that zone really well. And man, oh man. Woo!
All right. Really good runs there from those two guys.
Yep.
We'll be right back with a vote.
IMCA.
All right, there you have it. We're going OMT. Kind of a challenging one to call, but equal errors on both parts. So we are going to go one more time. Hopefully only
Yes,
one
sir.
more time.
Yeah. With all due respect, two really great drivers. I'd love to see them drive all the time, but let's get this baby moving.
Top four or final four is going to be Solek against Bartek and Bread against the winner of this battle. So top four battle should be pretty good as well.
Sounds solid. Bartek looking to get maybe his fourth.
We shall see.
We shall see, but it all starts with this battle right here as they are off. Josh all over the place, lagging. That's not good, but filling that zone really well though. Time trying to put it on his door, destroying that inner clip there. Getting into the wall, holds angle though, he's still in it. Coming around the final turn here, destroys that inner clip as well. And man, that's a hard one to chase.
Yeah, that would be really challenging to chase, having a driver flicker like that the whole time.
Yeah, that's tough. That's the downside with. I won't always say, that's the downside with.
Props to both drivers though for holding it together.
Oh yeah. Josh trying to figure out his situation. He's all in the red. It's not good.
Yeah, hopefully he's not having some.
I hope not. You'd hate to have a battle end that way.
Not quite sure what Ty's doing.
He's doing some circles.
All right, I am not positive at all what's going on right now, actually.
Ty doing some not so burnouts.
Josh's name appeared to go back. Oh. And he reset to pits, so Ty can also do the same.
Yeah. Josh is looking a little bit better.
All right, boys. Josh had an issue with the pings going way super high, so we're just gonna rerun it. That's basically unchaseable. There's no way you can maintain proximity with the car.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were thinking too.
So we're just gonna resend them. We're gonna redo it, and his pings just went down again. So hopefully it'll stay like that, and we can have a good run.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, that is what I like to hear. Yep.
Drivers are lined back up. Glad that we're giving these drivers a fair shot out here to put on their best show.
Yeah. Especially two good drivers like this, especially in one more time battle, Got to make sure it's important. Huge initiation from Josh. Getting out to those pylons, trying to close up that proximity. Really beautiful zone right there. All around there, it's time really shallow. Don't know what happened there, but coming around to the final turn here. Ty getting into the side of him, spinning him around. Oh no! You hate to see it.
Man, that is unfortunate.
Oh, hate that.
Wow. Well, I guess we shall see what the second battle holds.
Yep. Time crossing his fingers and his toes. Josh gonna put on his best show here. Try to seal this one away. And they are off. Hopefully the final run of this battle. Time really slow initiation, but gets that car around. Heavy on the pedal. Oh, lag there. Josh stays in it. Even though he had a Mustang inside of him for a bit. And Ty gets into the wall. And that will have to cut it there. Hate to see it. as the drivers will pull around.
It's very unfortunate when winds come down to this here.
Yeah.
As the drivers line up, we are gonna do a vote. All right, and there you have it. Very unfortunate way to win. The way we don't want to see anybody win. I had to give it to Josh though. We could tell it was lag, but you know, based off of what we're actually seeing, what you the viewers are seeing, that was the only correct way that we could make a call. So unfortunate for Ty, because we know he is a really great driver, but we'll see him again in the future. And while he's here, give him a big shout out to PDS Pure Drift Series. They will be doing their competitions here soon, I hope at least.
Yeah.
And once they do, it'll just, you know, be another series for you guys to compete in. And it will be on ADL's off weeks. So you will have a competition every week to be able to compete in. So look forward to that.
Yes, sir. As we have our first battle of the final four, up to the line, Sualek in that Supra. Bartek looking for his fourth in the 400Z. Sualek, good initiation, filling out that first outside zone perfectly. Bartek not too far behind, destroying that inside clip though. Coming around to the wall right here, Sualek heavy on that left foot brake, but filling that zone right on that wall. Coming around to the final turn here. A little bit of a tap there from Bartek. Center him out a little bit wide, but they're side by side across the line. Woo!
Wow. There's transitions through that Manji section. That first inside clip, they were bumper to bumper.
Love it. Love it. And they are off for their second run, getting this baby off quick. Bartek initiates. Good bit of gap between the two, but Sualek closes that up. A little bit of tap there on his door. Doesn't upset him too much. Really good transition, bumper to bumper, baby. Bartek coming around to the outside zone. Not quite on the wall, but filling the zone like he needs to. Sualek still right there with him. Coming around to the final turn, baby. Side by side. Woo!
Wow. Wow, what a battle. What a battle.
Oh, man.
Incredible.
Truly.
All right, drivers are going to get lined up and we're going to make a vote and we'll be right back with you guys. All right, there you have it. Solek is going to be the one to take down Mr. Bartek himself and move on to the finals, but that's not going to do it for Bartek. We will see him for a third place battle.
Yeah.
Up next, we got Bread against Josh Oxley.
Yep. Solek ending Bartek's reign of terror, keeping away from that four-peat. But like you said, that will not be the end of Bartek's run. As we have Josh Oxley come up to the line, getting ready for this second battle. Finalize the final. To finalize the final?
Finalize the semifinals.
Yeah. And to see what two drivers will go at it for first and second. The light turns green and off they go. Bread in that S15 in the lead. Josh giving chase in that iconic R34. Bread dropping a tire. Hate to see that, but he holds on to it. Josh not too far away from proximity. Giving him a little breathing space for those transitions, but coming around to the wall. Josh right there, Ryan, kind of shallow, but sticking with his angle and sticking right next to him as they come around the final turn.
Wow, I'm so surprised Josh was able to hold it together and not make contact with Brett at all during those times where he was inside of his line.
Big body whipping. But we are off and away for the second run of this battle. Contact from Bread through initiation. Sending Josh into that wall. That man has a family. Come on.
All right, well, the drivers are going to make their way over to the judging model to indicate the winner. And we are going to get a vote. All right, well, the drivers never lined back up, but Josh got the win for the last battle. Brett just not allowing him to initiate and giving him a slight little bump. So now we're going to have a battle for third place. We're going to have Bartek against Bread for third place, and then we're going to have Siwalek against Josh Oxley for first.
Yeah. Good to see some new faces up there. And they are off. Bartek and that 400Z in the lead. Bread in the chase. That S15. Bartek filling that zone well. Bread just a little bit shallow. Nice inside clip from both drivers. Good transition. Bartek in that zone, right on the wall around the end there. Bread not too far away on proximity. They're coming around the final turn in there. Ooh, a little bit of contact there across the line, but both of them get over. As we will line them back up for the second run of this third place battle. And Bartek starting really far back. Home to initiate right there with him. Bartek right, Bread dropping another tire like we've seen there before, but Bartek right on his door, giving him no breathing space. Going through that wall right there. Bartek still right there. Both drivers filling that zone really well. Coming around to the final turn. Bartek center punching that inside clip, but both of them come across the line side by side.
All right, drivers are going to line up while we gather a vote, and we will return with that vote. All right, and there is the vote. It goes to Bartek for third place over Bread. So we have Bread in fourth place and Bartek in third. And now is a battle for first place. It'll be Siwalek against Josh Oxley.
All right. So like in that Supra in the lead, given lead, Josh in that always iconic R34. Both drivers initiate all the way out to those pylons. Josh sitting right on his door around outside zone 1. Coming around up the hill through outside that inside clip with no room for transition right there. So like right on the wall, Josh not too far away. Still really good chase. Both drivers getting that inside clip across the line.
Wow, Josh has got that R34 dialed.
To perfection. Not so smooth. But Sulek is going to do everything he can here. And they're off. Gosh. Initiates all the way out to that zone. Barely missing those pylons. But filling out that outside zone really well. So like a little bit further behind. He gives him a little bit of a tap there through transition. Right on the bumper, but going through the outside zone too. Josh not filling it all the way, but still in it. So like not too far behind, but not quite on his door. Something from Sulek sends Josh off. That may be the deciding factor right there.
Wow.
Oh my.
Wow. It was definitely an interesting battle. All right. Well, that was your first place run. We will return in just a second with a vote.
All right. My vote is Josh.
One second.
Josh.
1 second.
I'm looking it over. That's undisputable.
Just staying here, about to announce the winner. All right, well, the winner of today's comp is Josh Oxley in the R34. He is going to take the victory over his predecessor for first place, Siwalek. Josh Oxley will get the win. Siwalek will get second, Bartek in third, and Bread in fourth. Overall, today was, I think, a success. Seen lots of really good battles, lots of really close battles, and the drivers really showed up today, and I'm really impressed with how well they managed to handle this track. Vroom, you have any closing statements you want to make?
Congratulations to Josh. Congratulations to Siwalek. Congratulations to all the drivers. Really great comp. Everyone did really well. Yeah. Congratulations to all of them.
All right, what about our main judge, Lester? Anything you want to add about today's competition?
I just want to say it was a great event, given all the collisions and contacts that we have. But apart from that, all the drivers have stepped it up amazingly every event. So yeah, want to say congrats to all of them. They have come a very long way, and can't wait for the next one.
Indeed, they have. Do we want to go ahead and get a podium train going to send this live stream off with? We'll get Josh leading, Siwalek chasing, and then Bartek chasing Siwalek.
Sure, let's do it.
All right, let's go ahead and hop down there and chat with them and get them on a train. All right, you boys want to send do a podium train to send off for the comp?
Yep, let's do it. Let's bloody do it.
All right.
Any prediction on who might
I was bloody excited.
Any prediction on who might get the battle of the night?
Battle of the night? Not quite sure yet. We'll have to figure that out. But
I already have an idea. Just gotta get it. Yeah.
Go.
Get the lights up.
All right,
done.
let's go, boys.
Lots.
Oh,
No!
it was almost the best trade we had.
We can try again.
Yeah, let's run it back one more time, and then we will close the live stream there. Congratulations, you three, on first, second, and third place.
Yeah, I'll have to settle for third this time.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be the lonely R34 taking it to the
Yeah.
Go.
That iconic white and pink.
Yep, gotta be the white and pink, mate. Gotta be the white and pink. I wouldn't think anything else better than that. 50,000 tons of steel of battleship.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
come on, Josh.
Back in it.
Yeah!
Still send it! Send it!
All right, at least we made it to the line this time. Huge congrats to first, second, and third, Josh, Bartek, and Siwalek. Great job today, guys. Be sure to be checking the point standings later. And all the viewers, thank you guys for tuning in and watching with us. We hope you enjoyed the competition. Make sure you join us in 2 weeks for the Pro Cars at a track that is to be disclosed at a later date. Again, thanks for tuning in with us, and we will catch you guys next time.